All right, first race at Interlagos, and boy was I nervous about this race. This is a really tight course with lots of turns, very technical. We're setting up for the race now. You can see that I start, I want to say 10th position here, um, and there's a couple people I want you to notice. Uh, One is this guy here, Nidar Arroyo. He's from Colombia. And then you have Kelton Dugan too. So I assume this is maybe what they call a Smurf account, another account that is used by somebody rather than their regular account, so they don't impact their iRacing rating. Um, but yeah, these two I'll come back to in just a moment, as well as I want to say Tyler, but we'll see. We'll let it play itself out, and you'll see what happens. So anyway, starting in 10th position, I didn't have a great qualifying, which was interesting because my practice laps before I set one of my fastest laps ever in the 136, which I was super excited about. I realized what I was doing wrong in one particular case, and didn't pan out here. So let's take a look at how the start goes. Not a great start for me. Right off the line,
Holy jump, by the way.
I don't know if Chips Ahoy there jumped the line or what, but boy, he got a great start. And then, I'm super cautious. Like I see this guy come in flying in. There's Nadar on the left. Hey, let's survive the first few corners and have a clean race. I don't care about people getting ahead of me because the first corner doesn't always determine the victor in these cases, especially as I suspect on this track where I would have thought there would be a lot more accidents than there are, but there are a few. So let's take a look at how it's going. So I've dropped a couple places right off the bat. But again, the trick is consistency, maintaining that consistency, and following the lines that I have been practicing all along. So it's, as I said, very tight course. I'm cautious of the people around me. While I feel I'm faster than a couple in front of me, I just really know that these are where accidents happen. So let's just get through the first lap, warm up our tires a little bit, and then we'll worry about maybe passing a few people. The track is incredibly short, especially those members of Club Asahi know that Interlagos is the shortest track in the F1 circuit, and boy, you feel it. The lap times go very quick before you realize that you're halfway through a lap. Much different experience than in Miami. So I continue the race, making a good showing of the first lap. Once the first lap is done, I feel like, okay, we're going to start settling in a little bit. The tires are warmed up. I like them after the second lap generally, but I feel the pressure from the guy behind me at this point. Make a little mistake there. You can see he's right on me and gets a pass. I thought he was going to get a pass done there, but does not happen. Still tight corners, going 2x2 around corners, really risky. There's the first accident. So, yeah. Lost a couple places, but gained a couple places, so still looking pretty good at this point. Now, I want to point out, this is lap 2. Behind me is Nedar, and behind him is Kelton Dugan. It's lap 3 where it's really going to get spicy. Dugan is going to pass Nedar there on the inside. Great pass, I thought. And I'm going to show you this from my perspective first. Then we're going to go back and take another look at it because a couple things happen here. And I'll be interested in any input you have on how this looks from your perspective. So we'll go to the cockpit view, and here we are, first turn. Come to the outside, cut to the inside to get down to the right, make a hard right, cross the curb, hit the curb on the left, so it holds you in place as you make the hard left, full throttle. Pretty good. The tires are starting to feel really good. I'm really happy with how the race is going so far. At this point, I am in 10th position, so right where I started, because people have bottomed out. And here's where the excitement comes. Now, bear in mind, what you're seeing is not my full screen. I have a right screen and a left screen. I can see out the front windshield on my right. I come into this corner. This is a double apex. I make the right to get to the second apex.
Yo, hello? Hold your line, you ape.
Hold my line, you ape. Let's take a look at what that looks like from my chase perspective. So I'm going to back this up a little bit. Dugan is coming up behind me. In fact, I'm going to give you a far chase view so you can get a little bit better look at it. Here's my first apex, going for my second apex. He had, in my opinion,
hello? Hold your line.
plenty of room there to get by me. Plenty of room. And collides into me well before being cut off. But it's very interesting because as clear as this looked to me, and let me give you a rear chase view so you can see it here.
Yo,
I'm going to back this up and I'm going to show you what it looks like from his perspective, which is really interesting. He's angry at me at this point, but here's what it looks like from his perspective. So from his perspective, it does kind of look like I turn right into him. I mean, again, I didn't know he was there. Nothing gave me a warning that he was there by the time it occurred. But here it is in slow motion. I turn right. He still has plenty of room on the right, but can't hold his line, passing on the inside. And then let's back this up just a little bit, and I want to give you his chase view so you can see exactly what that looks like. And then we'll move on with the rest of the race. So I'm a little disappointed. Lap 3, I'm hit. I did not feel that was my fault.
Hold your line, you ape.
He, of course, insults me. Cool. Let's go back to me. I want to rejoin safely. I see it's clear. He can wait as far as I'm concerned. And I'm back on the race. All right. So, a little rattled by that, but not too bad, actually. I'm kind of in control of my thinking at the moment. And he's dropped back 2 places, so okay, I'm not feeling that pressure from him right away, though I expect he'll probably make his way up to me again in the near future.
I think you're going to want to go back and look at that replay.
Yeah, I did not think I was in the wrong. I've actually taken the clips from both our points of view and shared them on a Discord server with other racers to get their input. The first input I've got is that he had plenty of room. This was not my fault. I'm curious to see what you guys think, and I'm curious to see what the other responses are, because if I am in the wrong, I just want to make sure I don't repeat that kind of mistake. But I felt I was doing pretty well there. So that lap, a terrible lap for me because of getting knocked off. I'm at a 147 on that lap. And there are quite a few incidents in this race that I want to show you. So we're going to move to my cockpit view so you can see what I'm seeing. And I'm actually going to speed forward a few laps. I'll fast forward a little bit. In general, very happy with my performance overall. No discounting that incident you just saw, no real problems on my part, maintaining the course, following the race and doing what I needed to do. So overall, felt pretty good. There's room for improvement, obviously, but yeah, I mean, I felt like I handled myself admirably. So I'm going to scoot forward here a bit. And once we come to the next incident, I'll kind of stop and show you what happened. Incident not involving me, I want to add, incidents around me. And I can see as these drivers are really competing ahead of me, you see these right here? I'm anticipating there's going to be a problem. And sure enough, there goes one, off the road. So I gain a position there. And I see these guys coming in side by side. And I'm just waiting. I just have a good feeling or a bad feeling that something's not going to go right with them very soon. It is a fun track. I didn't think I would enjoy Interlagos as much as I have, but I really have enjoyed it quite a bit. It was tricky to learn, very different than Miami. It's given me a lot of respect for it and a lot of respect for the drivers that do it. And here we go. This guy goes wide. I gain a position because he's out of position. Do an excellent turn here. Really happy with how I'm handling the car at this point. The tires feel great. Another guy off the road. Avoid that accident. Gain 2 positions. So fantastic from my perspective. Let's back it up just a little bit so you can see what happened there. I'm going to back up. And you can see this driver goes wide right here. So that makes him lose that position. Then up ahead of me, Chips Ahoy here just loses it. I love his paint scheme. Just loses it at that point, and I'm back up 2 places. So not too shabby. I'm in 15th place at the moment. Well, prior to those 2 incidents. Because of my incident, I had dropped several places out of 10th. But coming into the final turn here, I'm going to speed this up. There's another guy that went off. And again, that is a tricky corner. I get it. But finishing this lap, I find myself now in 12th place. So, okay. I still am upset about losing 2 places overall, but I want to see how it continues. Still happy with my driving and how that's going. I'm feeling pressure from this guy behind me because he is right on my tail.
Why are you fighting for a lapped position?
Okay, you just heard a guy complaining about fighting for a lapped position. Great pass. Great pass.
Yeah, you did not give me any space to come on.
Great pass by Andreas. And I think I even tell him
Kerwin,
later
why
that
are you
was a
trying
really
to fight
good pass.
for a lapped position?
All right, backing up. You can see another driver's gone off. So even though I've lost the position,
Kerwin, why are you trying to fight me for a
I
lapped
gain
position?
another position back.
It's called racing, buddy.
It's a lapped position, you imbecile. You're a lap down for a reason. Let me through, you ape.
Get a turn on him. Make the pass there. Very clean. Okay. Now, I want to back up because you just heard this guy complaining about somebody blocking him. And who he's complaining about is Kerwin, this guy here. This is the guy complaining about him, the guy that ran into me. Now, to be fair, I think he's right. Kerwin has been lapped. Kerwin should let him pass, and Kerwin is not doing it. And in iRacing, there's no penalty that you get for that. It's not really enforced. So it can be reported, but then you're looking at dealing with a bunch of reporting that doesn't ever really get resolved, I don't think. Very rare does somebody get in trouble or banned or something along those lines. So I hear this guy complaining, and I'm actually agreeing with him at this point, but he's rude, just rude. And I don't realize that it's the same guy that
Last
ran into
position
me.
or not, mate. Still racing.
He's wrong. He should
No,
let him
no,
pass.
it's not. He's slowing me so I can't catch people like you who are sitting up in the sun.
Blue flag, you big dummy.
So you hear people
Yeah,
telling
it's
him.
reportable.
Yeah, I know it is. I know. He's getting banned after this.
He's getting banned after this. No, he's not. Go ahead and report him, but
Yeah,
nothing's
just
going to
walk,
happen.
mate. Can you please be quiet? Thank you.
So anyway,
Do you
race
wanna repeat that?
continues. This guy continues to complain about this.
I said,
They
now
go
you're
back
just
and forth.
waffling, mate. Can you be quiet, please? Thank you.
No.
I
no,
get passed
no.
again. Good
Quiet
pass.
with quiet.
Really good pass, actually. He's the one I compliment.
You need a box of tissues, mate?
Yeah, so I can wake up to your mom.
Really good pass by Ryan.
6-7.
6-7. So tired of that. So anyway, race is continuing. I'm feeling like if I can continue to put pressure on the guy that just passed me, maybe I'll make a mistake, but boy, that was a great pass. And again, like I feel like I'm very fair when somebody's got pace on me and they're passing me. Like I'm not trying to cut them off. So I'm still irked that this accident earlier happened, but it is what it is, and I've moved on. Race continues. This is a 15-lap race. I am in lap 8 at this point. Things are continuing along just fine. Again, I'm now in 13th position. I'd rather be up there a bit. We see this happen, gain a position there. The other driver in the green there, I don't know how many penalty points he has at this point, but he's just racking them up. And once you rack up a certain amount of penalty points, they force you to go through the pits. So I don't know how many he's racked up, but I've watched him go off the track so many times at this point and had a couple collisions. When you have a collision, you get 4 points. When you go off the track, you get 1 point. If you lose control of the vehicle, it's 2 points. So once you reach, I want to say it's 17 points, 15, 17 points, you then have to serve a penalty, go through the pit lane, which pretty much destroys a race. But again, I feel like I'm keeping good pace with these people. They're not zipping off into the distance. One of the problems with that
Stop defending for a position in last year.
is I get concerned. This guy's still complaining about it. I get concerned
He's
about
still
colliding
yapping, mate. Be quiet, mate. Holy.
colliding into the back of somebody. This is always a tricky corner for me. Really like the way I handled it there. One thing Interlagos does seem to have is really tight racing. I mean, I was curious how they were going to handle 20 plus cars on a track. And here we are. I mean, I guess there's not 20 drivers, but maybe 15 to start, but somebody didn't show up, 14 to start. Still seems like a lot. Again, happy with my pace at this point. We're cruising along just fine.
Why would you start to pull forward, Niner? Hello?
Okay,
Are you an idiot?
I'm going to pause it there for a second. You just heard Kelton Dugan again complaining, and I want to show you what he's complaining about. So first off, I'm going to drop back to him. There he is. And I want to point out what's going on. Okay, so from his perspective, here he comes. You can see me in the distance, 2 cars ahead of him, making my left there. Actually, right in front of him at this point. he was 2 cars earlier. He has passed those 2 cars. I mean, I'm not knocking the guy's racing skill. Like, he's a decent racer. He just complains an awful lot. Nothing's ever his fault, and I couldn't disagree more. And in this particular case, I want to show you what happens to him. Because here we go. Into the hard left there, then into this double apex turn. And you'll see, up ahead of him, right here, this guy has spun out. He has lost control. I see this happen. I know that what ends up happening is he rolls forward, so I'm going to avoid him. You see me cut to the inside there. He's still rolling forward, and he's trying to get back into the race. And here comes Kelton. In his position, cut to the far right or swing to the left. Generally, you see he rolled forward, swing to the left, give up some time, move on. But no, instead, right into him. I'm going to back that up and let you watch that in slow motion to see. He does start to roll forward, but you had plenty of room to get past him and chose violence. So, listen, we're here to watch my race, not criticize
Why
this
would
guy's.
you start to pull forward, Nigel? Hello? Are you an idiot?
Yeah, are you an idiot? Like, this is not the kind of thing I want to see people or the way people react, right? But hey, can't control everybody. So,
Wait, why would you start
going back to
pulling
me,
forward? I'm so confused. You just
I am
ruined
now
my race. Genuinely.
ahead of him. You're going to hear him complain for a while. In fact, I'll give you my rear chase.
Buddy.
No, shut up.
I gain another place there. You can see he's way back behind me now. And boom, he gives up on his race. I'm going to back up so you can see exactly what he just did, because this is just absolutely poor sportsmanship. And this is the kind of thing that I really just do not care for. But here he is complaining about his race and gives up.
Oh my god, Kerwin.
Then
You're...
he's complaining about the guy who was blocking him, thinking that guy drove past him right there, and he discovers it wasn't that guy, it was a different guy.
But that was Nido.
It was this guy. Yeah, so of course that guy's wrong too. Listen, when everybody around you is assholes, maybe you're the asshole. So there you go. Anyway, let's get back to my race. Here I am. I'm now in position 10. I think this is also the lap where somebody came in to serve a penalty. And let's take a look from my chase view. Actually, let's just do cockpit view. I think this is where one guy goes in and has to serve his penalty. There he goes. Is he going?
Oh my god, Kerwin.
Nope, this is not it. But a point coming up, one player does have to serve a penalty. This guy, Kelton, I'm tired of hearing his voice. I'm glad he quit out of the game at that point. Okay, so we are on lap 11 of 15, and I am starting to notice that my tires are going as well. This is... So another thing I should have mentioned early on is the temperature here is very hot. Everything like that is taken into account in the sim. And in this particular case, knowing the person who sets all this up, he's my coach, he's the one that organizes all the races for the Porsche Cup. He has set the temperature at the racetrack to be like 109 degrees. So managing your tires is incredibly important in this race. It is not something I know how to do very well, especially with this new 992.2 and its ABS brakes. I tend to over brake on things, and I'm kind of chewing up my tires. So I am noticing that I'm starting to lose a little bit of handling here. Not yet, terrible, not yet, but getting there. My last lap, I should mention, was a 136.9. So my fastest competition lap so far, and one of my fastest laps ever. He lost control in the corner, so I take that position. Fantastic. Happy to have it. That's moved me up to 11th place at this point. I've lost some spaces. There's been a lot of back and forth. And honestly, with, what's his name, Dugan 2 crashing out, that removes one person from the race. Happy to have it done. Call it a DNF. Man, I've really been enjoying the sim racing. Again, double apex. A little more careful here at this point because I know my tires are going. So I'm having to take the corners just a little bit slower than I would like. I used to hate this corner. I'm now loving it because I know how to drive it. I see these two in front of me fighting, and I'm thinking, okay, maybe we're going to have an accident here. I'll be able to take a place. This is always what I think when I see competition going on. We have one guy go wide, who passed me earlier. He's a great driver, just, you know, everybody makes mistakes, especially at this level. Take the shorter line to get to the first turn. You can hear the ABS brakes kicking in there. I know I'm tearing up my tires. I don't know how these drivers, some of them are so good at getting the brakes like just to the edge of ABS but not engaging it. And that's where I gotta be. Really happy with the way I handled that turn though. My last lap, 136.85, so even faster than my previous. Really excited with how well my laps are going. It is interesting to see like how much I've practiced like my lines and what I'm gonna do, and you have to deviate from them obviously, but I've practiced them over and over again, and then to see people take different lines than I do or the same lines is very interesting. Being on that curve really helps. This curve too pivots that car. You can hear the tires just eating up, just getting shredded. Oh man, I'm doing my best, but I'm just terrible at managing them at this point. So I'll get better at it, but this is the one that really tests it. Here we go. Into the pits. He had to serve the penalty, so I gained that position. It's lap 14 now. I am in 7th place. Now I'm in 7th place, but I'm facing an immense amount of pressure at a certain point as well. I'm also providing some pressure, as you can see right here.
That was wild. That guy just disappeared.
It did, I think.
No, the thing said he disconnected.
Oh. Different guy, sorry.
And then he just wasn't.
I do have to say, overall, regardless of some of the negativity, like, just a great race though, like, super fun. Really enjoyed most of the people I had little battles with. other thing I would say at this point, guys, is that my confidence is growing. Even when, I'm under pressure like this, I'm not choking under the pressure like I used to. Now I just kind of see what's coming. I give him his space. I knew he had it. It was a great move. I wanted to give him plenty of space there. Because it was a good pass. I think this is the guy I tell he made a great pass on me. I don't remember. But, yeah. So here we go into lap 15, final lap. My tires are just aching at
Anyone
this
else
point.
feeling their tires cooking?
I even tell people.
I tried saving mine a little bit.
I have to get better at that.
Going to the last part of the race, you can see I'm taking corners a little more gingerly because I can feel the car's just sliding a bit more. And I recognize there is really no pressure behind me at this point. I have, pretty much clean sailing as long as I don't screw it up to get to the
nice
end of the
pass,
race.
Andres.
Yeah, that's who I told.
Yeah, well, some good racing.
Into the final straightaway.
I'll tell you go deep a little bit, and I had to take advantage.
Yeah. That's because my tires are just toast.
Yeah, I see you struggling from like turn one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
I
gotta
can
get
see.
better at preserving
That's a
them.
great conversation right there. Yeah, I'm happy to give him the position. He managed his tires better than I did.
I think I'm using the ABS too much.
This is, I thought last lap was the final one. I apologize. This is the final lap.
Yeah, so if you look at your fastest lap, you want it to be like in the middle.
Yeah.
So really interesting race overall. I learned a lot. This is the first race I've done on such a tight circuit. It was a race where I could spend a few days practicing and getting ready for it, which helps
You
me
did a great
tremendously.
job on those last few laps. It was fun racing with you.
See? Great commentary. I love it. I'm still not under any pressure. Behind me is not a whole lot. So far behind me, there's no way he's going to catch me unless I make a mistake. And this is how the race is going to end. No major incidents up till that point.
Gentlemen.
Good run. We survived.
And just want to share.
We survived.
That was my whole key. And I went up a spot. Great race, man. I wondered how this track was going to go. I mean, it's so tight.
So started P10. Started P10, finished P8. Overall, pretty good result for me. Looking at the results for the race, you can see here as I pull these up. I gained a little bit of safety rating. Had a few little skirmishes. I think I wound up with 6 or 7 incident points, but gained 33 I rating, which is pretty good for me. Here I am, starting in 10th place, finishing in 8th place, and I had 6 incidents. So gained 52 championship points, which I'm not even really concerned about at this point. But overall, a really good result for me. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this.